Well, 13 straight completions to end your night. Have you ever done that before?
Yeah. I think I had like a little bit more in the game in college, but I felt like guys were making great plays for me, so just trying to distribute the ball to the playmakers.
What do you make of that performance overall, from you personally?
Honestly, the third down that I had where the guy clipped my ankles, that's going to haunt me for a little bit. That's kind of like the thought that's in my head right now. But I think the most important thing was us getting the win. I want us to, continue to expect these kind of things as a team and like build on these moments, like just have fun winning and playing the game. So, the most important thing was to come out here and win.
Why is that third down for you?
Because I should have scored. If I just got my feet up, I would have scored. Yeah.
I know it hasn't been, but the first two games have seemed easy. Like, you've made it seem easy. How have you acclimated to this speed, this level so quickly?
I think the first thing that starts off with is obviously the guys I'm out there on the field with, and then my coaches put me in a really good situation to succeed. Like, there's a lot of conversations. I think it's really unique when and you talk to guys all around the league, like rookies being able to have input to the coaches, like that's not like very common at times. And I think that our relationship from a player to coaches has been top notch since I got here. And they put me in good situations. They let me express the things that I like, that I feel confident in running. And then the tempo drives, like I felt comfortable in that. And I felt like that was a good time for us to come out of half and kind of change the pace of the game. So I just felt like the coaches and the guys on the field helped me put good situations, and I'm just trying to distribute the ball.
You suggested that, the tempo out of half?
That was just a conversation. They were kind of like, "What do you think about this?" And I was like, "I love it." So I think that it was cool for them just to ask me and kind of see how I felt about it.
Jaxson, you really comfortable with Lane over at Ole Miss with the hurry up.
Yeah.
And tonight you look very comfortable. Why are you so successful? Why are you so comfortable with that hurry up offense?
I think it's a huge advantage for the offense because the defenses can't do as many things because they got to line up and get in their call too. Like there's not as much disguise, and at the same time you can get them tired, and when people are tired you often make mistakes because you're not really thinking about your alignment assignment as much. You're thinking about how tired you are. So, just kind of changing the speeds of the game. And then, obviously our offensive line did another amazing job and, keeping me clean. So, when I'm able to sit back there and kind of see the field and go through my progressions, I think that's just a quarterback's dream. So, shout out to the O-line for that.
When Dave threw you in there for that one play, what's going through your mind?
I was like, serious? He's like, yeah. I was like, all right. I didn't know that I was going to go in for one play and then come back out. So, I think that's just kind of, he's making up scenarios where you never know when your number is going to be called, and you got to be ready for that. He's done it in practices. So, I think that kind of taught me that I need to continue to warm up on the sideline because you just never know when things like that are going to happen.
He talks to us a lot about this plan he has for you. I'm just curious, how much of that does he impart to you, or are you just kind of going along with it? Or he laid out what his developmental plan is for you?
No, I think that they've done it with so many other quarterbacks. I trust them in the process, so I'm really just focused on each and every day. How can I get better? I've said this before. When I first got here, like the amount of knowledge in that quarterback room was very humbling. So. I'm just trying to catch up on a lot of information. I want to get on the same level as the guys in my room. So I'm continuing to try to chase that each and every day, and just listen. And I have great guys around me, great coaches who have won and done it at the highest level. So I just look forward to learning each and every day.
Did you know it was going to be just a one-play thing?
I had no idea.
So you come in, you throw the little flip to he goes 30 yards.
Yeah.
You're running down the field. You kind of thinking.
I'm thinking we're going to get into it, yeah. And then, make a change. And, as a player, you just, when your number's called on, you just try to do the best what you can do.
Did training camp prepare you for that because you've been in those situations already? That was like, even though you were called thrown on guard, you've been in there before. So did it prepare you a little bit?
Yeah, I had a similar situation where, a few weeks ago, Jameis had to drive, and he was driving down the field, and got inside the red zone, and then Dave's threw me in there, and I had to kind of finish it. So, that kind of gave me a little bit of a throwback when I was put in that situation.
Jaxson, what you had talked about being inside the stadium, first home game. I know it's just the preseason, but what was this day like for you getting here and then to finish it off the way you did? What were those emotions like?
Yeah, it was sick. Going out there in warm-ups and just seeing the stadium before it got filled up, and then feeling the energy of the crowd come in, and I was happy with how many more Giants fans there were. I mean, I know it was a home game, but was happy about that. So hopefully we can just continue to bring a lot of energy, bring home a lot of wins, and get everybody excited about this season.
Did it take a few more? How did it feel when you threw your first touchdown?
Today, yeah, it felt good. That was a look that we kind of missed on. We weren't on the same page the week before. So, me and Dolch were able to kind of have those conversations this week and get on the exact same page. So it was sweet when it happened, and it happened exactly how we kind of prepared for it to be. So that was really cool.
That fake pitch, you hit the first pitch. Is that something that you pulled from your game at Ole Miss that you put into the playbook here?
Yeah, I mean, they already had it in there. So, it was kind of just the thing where I was just trying to operate, the play call that was given to me.
You haven't gotten a ton of reps with the ones during camp. What was it like to have a series with them tonight?
Yeah, I thought it was good. Obviously wish, we could have scored a touchdown on that drive, but I felt like it was, cool to be out there with those guys. It's anytime you're on the field with the best, you try to make the most of your opportunities, and obviously that's going to be something that I go back on and watch the tape and try to learn from.
Do you believe you're ready for more of those opportunities, Jaxson, based off of what you've seen so far, like what you've done so far at the time?
I think that I'm just trying to improve myself each and every day. The quarterback room has played at a very high level. A lot of the guys in my room who I really look up to. So I try to continue to pick their brains, and I'm in a really unique and cool situation right now. So I'm just trying to learn from them, learn from all my coaches, and whenever my number is called, I think that I'm just going to try to do my best. But I'm also just going to be the best teammate that I can be, and try to push this team in the best direction to win.